there, what up, fellow educator and aspiring educators? Welcome to the Learning Liaisons. My name is Dr. Jason Ampel, aka Dr. A. I'm the founder and CEO, and I love my job. I get to help thousands of teachers every year on their journey towards their professional certificate in the field of teaching here in the state of Florida. Now, this video here is geared towards a tour of the website for our Florida peeps. So if you're here for practice or other exams, I've got some other videos rolling out for that, but this one primarily is to give you a quick tour with reference to the Florida teacher certification exams. So without further ado, let's dive in and I'll give you a quick tour of the website, where to find what resources you need. Okay, welcome to the homepage. Let's go ahead and take a dive a little deeper in here, and I'm going to navigate through the website, clear up any confusion you have, and point you in the right direction to get the resources you need to pass on the first attempt. So before we even jump in, I want to let you know what the difference is between the Learning Liaisons and any other resources out there. I don't care what name you plug in, book, online programs, other courses you found out there. So here at the Learning Liaisons, we are for teachers by teachers. So myself, you can check out my story by clicking the tab on the top, the About tab. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but I'm an educator just like you or what you're aspiring to be. Taught 10 years in public school, 10 years at University of Central Florida, go Knights. And I decided a few years ago, about 6 years ago to the date of this video, that I wanted to do more. So I saw students struggling passing the FTCE exams over at my university. I saw the need with teachers. I was a horrible test taker growing up myself, but I learned the knowledge, skill, and attitude that you need to be successful on any high stakes exam, especially when it comes to your certification exam. So our courses are led by real live teachers. These are obviously pre-recorded. They're on demand. So I go out and recruit rock star educators, that highly acclaimed teachers of the year, master's degree, doctorate degree, book publishers, national presenters. These are real life teachers who are certified in that area and have extensive experience. You will see me in some of the courses because I enjoy some of the content. I teach some of this content over at UCF when I was still a professor there. So some of the stuff I really enjoy, but I am not going to be like other resources out there and proclaim that I know stuff about certain content areas and teach it. No, I want those people who excel in that area to come on our team to teach that. So that's what really differentiates. Everything is video based. You can ask questions in any course you get. You can ask questions to the teacher. They will respond to you back via email. We have a private Facebook group for extended motivation and support for you. So we've got you until you pass. We're going to do everything we can, but obviously we can't guarantee anything. If you see a guarantee anywhere, run the opposite direction. No one can guarantee you pass, but what I can guarantee to you that our courses are going to give you everything you need to put you in the right direction to pass the test. We do everything aligned with the Florida Department of Education with respect to the FTCE. If it's praxis, then it's ETS, right? So everything is targeted approach. So will your test look exactly like the questions we go over in our videos? Of course not. We don't know the questions on the test. No one does unless they cheat and do things they're not supposed to print materials, and we're not about that here at the Learning Liaisons. So we're going to teach you proven test-taking strategies, go over exactly what the expectations are set forth by Pearson in the state of Florida that you're going to see on your exam. So let's take a close look. So if you're here for the FTCE, got a couple of options here. Right here on the homepage, you can click the big button that says sign up now and pass, or you can click FTCE on the top. A couple of things I want to point out on the homepage. Number one, we've got private Facebook groups. They're free to enter. There are some people in there that aren't in our courses, but obviously a majority of them are. So for my Florida peeps, we have an FTCE group. I'll go ahead and click that for you. So just to take a quick detour on this journey here, I'm gonna pop over here just to show you. All you have to do is click to request access. Obviously, I'm in the group, so it's not having the option to click to request access, but I'll ask you a couple of questions before we let you in. So that's the group. Let me back up. So we have one for our national exam, and then there's our YouTube channel. Definitely urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Why? Because I do a lot of certification prep videos, how to study, what to do, what not to do. And more importantly, whenever we do free webinars, which is periodically throughout each month, we put the recordings on our YouTube channel. So there's about 15 to 20 recent webinars we've done in 2020 on the GK essay, reading, math. We do stuff for other nation exams. I do stuff for the professional ed on there. subject area. There's a lot of great resources on there as well. So definitely you want to subscribe to that channel. So back to the FTC. So let's click sign up now and pass. And that's going to give us our choices. So like I said, you're watching this because you want to be a Florida teacher or you are a Florida teacher. You're going to go ahead and click FTCE. This is the Florida Educational Leadership Exam. So if you want to be a principal or assistant principal, this is a national leadership exam, and Praxis is a nationwide test that teachers just like you here in Florida have to take, but for about 35 different states. Florida peeps, you don't do Praxis. That's a different exam. And then we have periodic live events. So what does that mean? That means that this is a live page, and obviously depending on when you're watching this video, these events will increase or decrease. So we've got some upcoming, these are all live online with real people, myself and other team members doing extensive workshops. So we have paid workshops, and then which all include free courses with them. And then we also have free webinars that we throw in there as well. All right. So for example, we got one for GK reading coming up, and I'm going to add some more. And these are going to be updated each month. So you definitely want to take a periodic look at that because it's a great investment, because not only is it live and interactive, you can ask questions with us, but you also get free courses. So it's actually a lot more cost effective to do it that way. Courses aren't expensive overall. You get tremendous value. Our pass rates are over 90%, but some people like the live feel. All right. So you could check those out at your discretion. So let's back up. So that's our live events. So you want to go ahead and click FTCE. So depending on what stage of your certification process you're in, we have the general knowledge test. If you're a college student, obviously you have to take that to keep going in your education program. If you're in the alternative certification track and you want to be a teacher and you got your job, you have to pass that within the first 3 years. So I definitely urge people to do that as soon as possible, because you're way more marketable to a school district if you have that pass, because they don't have to worry about losing you because of this silly test. So remember, it's a performance. It's not about how smart you are, how great of a teacher you are. It's just a matter of meeting the basic requirements for this exam. So we're going to help you with that. So let's go to GK first, and then we'll back up to the other ones. So the general knowledge test, as you probably know, and if you don't know now, you know, is separated into 4 subtests: essay, ELS, reading, and math. We have boot camp courses on our website. So when you see the word boot camp, that means content review is included. And we have another version that says strategy based, which we go over the exam, we do practice questions, but there's no review of the content. It's all practice questions and proven test taking strategies. So if you're here for the general knowledge test, the best option you can get if you want to make sure you got what you need to pass is you want to get our GK bundle. This is the most popular thing on our website. There's a video here where I kind of talk about it and walk you through it. This is what everybody gets when we do our live presentations for colleges and school districts across the state. Everybody gets this for free. It's a $215 bundle. It's 1 year access to all of these courses. So you get your essay, your reading, your ELS, and your math, and your strategy course. This is everything. And we often have sales and promotion codes. If you not on a mailing list, you don't see anything, you could always shoot us a message by clicking the contact button on the website. I'll be happy to hook up with a discount code. So that's your GK. But let's say you say, well, I don't need all subtests, or I just need like math, because granted, most people struggle with math. We've got a ton of math resources. We got a practice question bank with over 400 practice questions and video solutions with our math director. We have our math boot camp. Remember what I said, boot camp means content review. We got practice tests, and you can bundle a bunch of our math resources together. So this is primarily a page for people who just need math or 2 of the subtests. You can pick and choose what you want or bundle it all together. And we have a free practice test. You can check that out as well. So that's each of the subtests there. So that's the GK. This is our strategy course. This is an overview of the whole exam or 4 subtests. This is the 4-hour session that I do with school districts and universities around the state, and you'll get access to that here as well. Want to point out here, if you are a teacher or aspiring educator that needs to pass the GK, subject area, and professional ed, you definitely want to check out our VIP bundle. What this is, it gives you access to all of our FTCE courses. I have a video here where I talk about it. Everything. Here are all the courses listed here. You get them all. It's about $1,600 worth of courses for a year. And if you need more time, we'll give it to you if you're working in the courses, but only for $300. So I know that still seems like a lot, but you're getting all the exams covered. for $300. And like I said, we often have promo codes and discounts. Just reach out if you looking for a discount code. Who doesn't want a discount? So that's $1,600 worth of courses for $300. So all this information's on that page. So that's the GK. Now, if you're on the next step of your certification process, or maybe you filled out your statement of eligibility, you have to pass your subject area exam, or you're a teacher and you want to add a subject area exam, or you're a college student and you need to pass your subject area exam before you start your internship, click the SAE button. All right. Now here, we've got all of our subject area exams. Now, we don't have all of them. We've been doing this for about 5 to 6 years now, really ramped this up in the last 4 years or so. We hit all the more popular ones currently. So there might be some exams that we don't have here. Maybe we're working on them. Like, for example, at the start of this video where you're watching this right now, we have a PK through 3 video course that's brought a lot of success for teachers and college students over the last 4 years. But we didn't have the content review. So we brought on one of our new team members, Nicole, Teacher of the Year from Pinellas County. Big shout out to Nicole. She's working on the content review. So we just launched last month our Language Arts and Reading Boot Camp. So that's all content review, practice questions, activities on here. So we are working on the other 3. So when you're watching this video, maybe you already have it. But we do have our strategy course where I go through all 4 subtests, where practice questions and tell you all the content that you're required to know. All right, so PK through 3 are elementary ed. We have our strategy course, all 4 subtests, same training I do for school districts. We have a math boot camp for the K through 6, since most people just struggle with the math subtest. We have a content review boot camp for that. You could bundle them both together to save even more money. We've got middle school math, and we've got high school math as one of our newer ones in the last couple months, where it's about 115 questions. Our math director, Anderson, goes through all the skills, a lot of quizzes, practice questions galore. And like I said at the beginning, you can ask these teachers questions in the course and they will respond to you via email. We also have this is since March 2020, one of our most popular courses on the website is our Reading K through 12 boot camp. If you're a college student, most likely you don't need to get to this yet, but everybody else, if you're an elementary school teacher or you're planning on being one, this is pretty much a requirement as of 2020 for teachers to get reading endorsed. So back in the day, not to go too far off tangent, but before this year, you had to go through 300 hours, 5 modules of really boring coursework with a district or an online program to get your reading endorsement. They just changed the rules of the game early in 2020, where all you have to do is pass the reading K through 12 subject area exam. Pass that, bam, pay the state $75 and you're reading endorsed. No more 300 hours. Now, the test isn't easy, but we have an amazing boot camp, one of our highest success rates on the website, with our reading specialist and Seminole County Teacher of the Year, Sarah Hall. Big shout out to Sarah, 2020. She worked with us to develop this course, content review, practice questions. I make a cameo in there too, where I talk about my test taking strategies at the beginning. Amazing course. So this is a subject area reading K through 12. So if you're a classroom teacher, most likely you're gonna have to get this done. This is a quicker way to do it. If you're a college student, probably don't need this yet, but it's going to make yourself a lot more marketable if you are in elementary school, if that's your plan to teach in elementary school. So that's a reading K through 12, and we're always adding courses here. Now, if you don't see a course here that you need, like for example, ESAW or ESE or any of those other courses, social sciences, check in with us. We are always working on stuff, but if we don't, we have what we call our first attempt success course, and this is included in the GK bundle too. This is a strategy course I do. It's a blanket course for any subject area exam. It's strategy, how to prep smart, how to study, how to analyze questions. So a lot of people use this in tangent with other materials like a test prep guide or using the printout of the skills blueprint on the Pearson website. So this is a great way to get what you need so you're prepping smart. Because remember, it's not about how long you study. It's about what you study and how you study. That's the key to success on these exams, and we've got your back. So that's the subject area. Now, professional ed, college students, obviously, you need to pass this to graduate. If you're a classroom teacher, alternative track, you have to pass this within your first 3 years, just like the GK, or else you lose your job. So the professional ed test, not to go too far off tangent once again, this is the how to teach, how to assess, how to plan, ESAW, code of ethics, literacy, This is the 8 competency exam. So I have a video course. This is all the courses that I teach pretty much over at the University of Central Florida. I love this test. I know that sounds silly, but I enjoy the content in here, and this is fun for me. So I have a video course where I walk you through all 8 competencies, test taking strategies, talk about a little content here and there along the way. But this is the same training that I do at school districts as well. We have 2 different versions in here. One is the video course version, and I have a recording of a live session that I did for a school as well. So that is the professional ed. So that is a quick tour of the 3 different exams you need to pass. So college students, GK first, subject area before your internship, then the pro ed before you graduate. If you're on the alternative certification track, meaning you have a different 4-year degree, you want to get into teaching or you have your job already. If you want to get into teaching, you need to pass your subject area first for your statement of eligibility, GK, and then professional ed. All right, so if you have any questions, let me know, but definitely take a look at the VIP because that gives you everything we have on the website at one ridiculously low price. Now, before we sign off on this video, this quick tour, a couple things I want to point out. Let's go back to the homepage. To start off, I have a 7 steps to passing your teacher or leader certification exam. This is a free course. It's not that long. You probably knock it out in an hour or so. I go through all the basic themes of what we do here at the Learning Liaisons, but more importantly, how to prepare and get in the right mindset. So knowing about the test, knowing the blueprint, how to self-assess, how to use study guides, or what's the benefit or drawbacks to them, test-taking strategies. So all of this stuff here I go over in this course. It's probably about, I would say, about an hour separated into 7 videos. Check that out too. You want to get an idea of myself and the courses we have to offer you, as well as how to prepare. That is probably going to be your best first step to check that out. Like I said, you can knock that out in less than an hour. Good introduction to the Learning Liaisons and how to prep smart. All right, so we go back to the homepage again. Definitely, we got some cool stuff on here. We got some, you can check out some of our more popular courses. We got our partners on here. We got links to our social media, share the page, all the good stuff there. Last thing I want to point out to you before we sign off, whether you're a college student or a classroom teacher, you're going to like this one. So back in June 2020, I started basically a live streaming PD show where I have special guests every week. This is not just certification tests. We sprinkle in some certification experts, but 90% of it is PD training, and it's free. So we did stuff on summer engagement for elementary school students. We talked about cyberbullying with a bullying expert. We talk about virtually engaging students. So I bring in people from the field across the country to talk about their passion and how they can provide information to make you a better and more effective educator. So we got some principles on there about how to keep your job, ed tech tools. So you can check this out. We're always updating this list. And if you know somebody or yourself think you have something great to share, we've got a box on the bottom here. You can send us a quick message if you're interested in being a guest. So that is our Deets with Dr. A. That's what I call it. So it's a weekly show, and it's all for you, and it's free. So it doesn't matter if you're a college student or a classroom teacher or thinking about being a teacher. This is a great way to educate yourself on a variety of topics. And the great news is that all of these past episodes are all on our YouTube channel in a playlist for you. So you can catch up on whatever topics that you find interesting, and they're all 1 hour. All right, so that is the quick tour for our Florida peeps. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can just click the contact button on the top here, and you can send a quick message or go straight to us, and I'll respond to you as soon as I can, or the phone number is on the top of the website or on this page as well. So we're here to help you. So remember, we have all been through these exams before, myself included. I am no more specialer than you are. I struggled myself with these exams. I taught myself the strategies, how to prep smart, how to knock these things out, and we're here to help you. So our job is to clear up the confusion, make sure you have what you need to be successful, but honestly, we can't take the test for you. So whether you're an aspiring educator going into college program, you're in the mix of your college program, or you're an alternative certification teacher, you're getting your job or looking to get your first teaching job, remember, we've got a lot on our plate. Lesson planning, college work for our college students, a lot of maybe part-time jobs, second, third jobs. We understand that. Trust me, when I was teaching, going through my grad degree, I taught full-time. I had multiple part-time jobs. I know the struggles of a teacher starting out and in the education process. So we understand your pain, but the reality is that you need to make sure that these exams are at the top of your priority list, because if you're a college student, you can't keep going and graduate if you don't pass these. And if you're in the alternative certification track, if you don't pass them, can't keep your job, right? So these are very important things. I know they're a pain in the butt. I know they make people crazy, anxious, depressed, questioning their careers, but you can do it and you will do it. So I'll leave you with the same thing I tell thousands of teachers every year. And always remember this: it's when you pass, not if you pass your certification exams. We got your back here at the Learning Liaisons. Let us know if you have any questions, and we'll catch you on the inside of the courses.